Good evening. This is Akashwani and I am Nishit Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. More than 900 Indians brought back home from war-torn Israel. Government says flights to continue till everyone willing to come back is evacuated. Israel declares its northern border with Lebanon a closed military zone as deadly clashes with Hezbollah terror group intensify. Parliamentary speakers of G20 countries stress on responsible development of artificial intelligence and data security. First ever ship docks at the deep water Vizhinjam International Port in Kerala. IMD says wet spell likely to continue over northwest India for next 2 days. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, Afghanistan set a target of 285 runs for England in Delhi. And now the news in detail. 2 more flights under Operation Ajay arrived in India carrying Indian nationals from Israel. The 4th flight with 274 Indian passengers landed at Indira Gandhi International Airport this morning. Union Minister General V.K. Singh received them at the airport. He said these flights will continue till all Indians who want to come back are evacuated.
काफी लोग हैं जो कि वापस आना चाहते हैं, तो पूरा का पूरा ऑपरेशन जो है उसके लिए है। अभी स्पाइस जेट की फ्लाइट आ रही है, यही वापस जाएगी शाम को। जैसे जैसे लोग आते हैं जो अपने को रजिस्टर कर रहे हैं उनको लेकर आ रहे हैं। यहाँ पर मैंने देखा कि रजिस्ट्रेशन भी जल्दी हुआ है। 2014 के बाद मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भारत सरकार ने एक बहुत बड़ा संदेश जनता को दिया है कि अगर आप दुनिया में कहीं भी फंस जाएंगे तो भारत सरकार आपके बचाव में आपको लेकर आएगी।
Earlier, the 3rd flight carrying 197 Indians was received by Union Minister Kaushal Kishore in the VRs at the Delhi airport. The passengers thanked the government after reaching the airport.
सिचुएशन वहाँ पर खराब है ही और एम्बेसी ने काफी हमारे स्टूडेंट ग्रुप से लेके जो एम्बेसी के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव थे वो हमारे पास आए, इवैक्यूएशन हुआ पॉसिबल एंड वी वुड लाइक टू थैंक द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट।
ये बहुत अच्छा इवैक्यूएशन प्रोग्राम था। यूनिवर्सिटी आई है, हमसे कांटेक्ट किया, उन्होंने पूछा तो मैं इवैक्यूएट किया जाना चाहिए एंड विद इन 2 डेज उन्होंने हमें बराबर से इवैक्यूएट किया। वहाँ से बराबर कांटेक्ट आया, मैसेज आया एंड एवरीथिंग वाज वेरी गुड।
इट्स अ रियली ग्रेट operation for us and I would like to thank government of India because people were saying yes, Tel Aviv is a bit safe but actually not because yesterday we heard a lot of sirens and even when we were at airport वहाँ पे भी हमने siren सुना, missiles आ रही थी continuously so no one knows कि future में क्या होने वाला है so thank you so much, finally we are here.
बहुत बढ़िया इन्होंने इंतजाम किया है और बड़ी सेफली लेके आए हैं ये लोग। सब चीज इन्होंने बड़ी अच्छी प्रोवाइड करी है हमारे लिए। वी केम सेफली।
With this, a total of 942 Indian nationals have been brought back home so far. Operation Ajay was launched by the government to bring back around 18,000 Indians in Israel. The Ministry of External Affairs has set up a 24-hour control room in view of the escalating conflict in Israel. Indian nationals can contact the control room on toll-free number 1800118797. They can also seek assistance through email situationroom@mea.gov.in. Israeli military declared its northern border with Lebanon a closed military zone today as deadly clashes with terror group Hezbollah forces intensified. The move marks another step in Israel's efforts to prepare for the possibility that the Lebanese terrorist group could open a second front to aid Palestine terror group Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Israel has moved new forces north as the bulk of the army prepares to launch a ground operation in the south against Hamas militants in the Gaza Strip. Israel told civilians on Sunday that they couldn't come within 2.5 miles of the Lebanese border where clashes with Hezbollah forces are escalating. The Israeli military also told people within about a mile of the Lebanese border, which is dotted with a number of small rural towns and villages, to stay near shelters. The Israeli military today said it would continue to allow Palestinians to evacuate south ahead of an expected ground assault by its forces on the Gaza Strip. The army said hundreds of thousands have already moved to the south. The Israel Defense Forces claimed that the Hamas terrorists were actively preventing Palestinians from evacuating to the south in order to protect themselves. The Gaza Health Ministry said that 2,329 Palestinians have been killed since the fighting erupted, while in Israel more than 1,300 Israelis have been killed. Meanwhile, the U.S. has sent a second aircraft carrier to the Mediterranean. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said that the presence of the USS Eisenhower and its affiliated warships in the eastern Mediterranean signal Washington's commitment to Israel's security. The Eisenhower joins the USS Ford carrier strike group, which reached earlier this week. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken will return to Israel tomorrow, extending his West Asia shuttle diplomacy by a day as Israel prepares for a ground offensive in the Gaza Strip. The top U.S. diplomat reached Israel on Thursday and has since visited 6 Arab countries. Mr. Blinken was in Cairo today for talks with Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Earlier today, he held a meeting with the Saudi Crown Prince in Riyadh. The primary focus of the discussions centered on addressing the ongoing military escalation in Gaza and its surrounding areas. In the meeting, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman stressed the need to find ways to stop the Israel-Hamas conflict and respect international law. The State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said in a statement that Secretary Blinken highlighted the United States' unwavering focus on halting attacks by Hamas, securing the release of all hostages and preventing the conflict from spreading. Mr. Blinken also met Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan in Riyadh. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla today said the just concluded New Delhi P20 summit was the most successful ever in terms of participation of delegations. Addressing media in New Delhi this afternoon, Mr. Birla said a total of 436 delegates participated in the summit.
90 P20 सम्मेलन में सबसे ज्यादा देशों की उपस्थिति, सबसे ज्यादा प्रतिनिधियों का आना और सबसे ज्यादा लंबी चर्चा संवाद करना, ये G20 सम्मेलन की ऐतिहासिक सफलता का परिप्रेक्ष्य था। इस सम्मेलन में 29 देशों की भागीदारी रही, जिसमें 48 स्पीकर, सीनेट चेयरमैन, डिप्टी स्पीकर, सीनेट के डिप्टी चेयरमैन और 436 प्रतिनिधियों ने इस सम्मेलन में भाग लिया। और विशेष रूप से G20 सम्मेलन में पैन अफ्रीका को G20 का सदस्य बनाया था। उस पैन अफ्रीकन संसद के अध्यक्ष भी इस P20 सम्मेलन में उपस्थित हुए।
Referring to artificial intelligence, AI and data security, Mr. Birla said that in the conference all countries stressed the need to pay attention to dimensions related to responsible AI development and data security. The Lok Sabha Speaker informed that it was also agreed to form a group to enhance domain knowledge for legislative drafting. This is Akashwani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Welcome back. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today said India has age-old ties with Vietnam and both nations have a profound historical connection rooted in the legacy of Buddhism. Dr. Jaishankar was addressing the gathering after unveiling the bust of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore at the International Friendship Park in Vietnam's Bac Ninh province. He said this will further enhance the strong ties between India and Vietnam.
I extend my gratitude to the leadership of Bac Ninh province for their support for installing this bust. I'm happy to know that Gurudev Tagore's works are widely recognized in Vietnam, being read and appreciated throughout the country and even included in Vietnamese textbooks. It is indeed heartening to know that Tagore's Gitanjali has been translated into Vietnamese as Lai Jung by Khan Ho Do and was published in 2001. I believe that unveiling Gurudev Tagore's bust today will further enhance the international character of Bac Ninh city.
The External Affairs Minister reached Hanoi today on a 6-day visit to Vietnam and Singapore. He will be in Vietnam till the 18th of this month. Immediately after his arrival, the minister visited the historical Trang Quoc Pagoda. In a social media post, Dr. Jaishankar expressed gratitude towards his counterpart for the warm welcome at the pagoda. The External Affairs Minister also interacted with members of the Indian community in Bac Ninh province. He met Thich Thanh Nhu of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha at the Pat Chik and appreciated his positive sentiments about spirituality, yoga, art and culture. Dr. Jaishankar will be co-chairing the 18th India-Vietnam Joint Commission meeting on economic, trade, scientific and technological cooperation with his Vietnamese counterpart Bui Tan Son tomorrow. In the second leg of his visit, the External Affairs Minister will travel to Singapore. The External Affairs Minister today spoke to Minister of Foreign Affairs of Benin, Shegun Adjadi Bakari. In a social media post, Dr. Jaishankar said India is Benin's largest trade partner and significant investor. He said India is keen to scale up its ties further and added that he is looking forward to welcoming him in India. Kerala welcomed the first ship at Vizhinjam International Port this evening, ending the decades-long wait at its dream project. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, inaugurating the ceremony, said that the port will be a major boost for the development of the state. Union Minister of State V. Muralidharan said that the Vizhinjam port is a reflection of the good governance of the Narendra Modi government, and the project was implemented by including it in the Sagarmala project. The state government made extensive preparations to receive the first ship at the Vizhinjam port. The Chinese ship Zhenhua 15, carrying cranes from China, was given a water salute by the tugboats which pulled the vessel into the wharf. Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare Dr. Mansukh Mandavia today laid the foundation stone and inaugurated several infrastructure projects under the Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission, National Health Mission and 15th Finance Commission Health grants virtually from Guwahati today. Mr. Mandavia said the first priority should be on health if any nation wants to be prosperous and developed. He said the government is working to achieve the target set by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be a developed nation by 2047. The Union Minister also attended the program at IIT Guwahati on Amrit Kal Vimarsh Viksit Bharat at 2047 on the theme of transformation of healthcare in Amrit Kal. Bharat Rashtra Samiti BRS Chief and Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao today released the party manifesto for the upcoming assembly elections. The party has assured implementation of Saubhagya Lakshmi scheme. The manifesto proposes an increase of the incentive under the ongoing Ritu Bandhu scheme to 16,000 rupees per year per acre. Meanwhile, the Congress has released its first list of 55 candidates for assembly elections. Prominent among the candidates are PCC Chief Revant Reddy, who is member of the Lok Sabha, and another MP Uttam Kumar Reddy. India Meteorological Department has said wet spell is likely to continue over northwest India for the next 2 days. It said heavy to very heavy rainfall is expected to continue over Tamil Nadu and Kerala till Tuesday. Light to moderate rainfall will occur at many places, accompanied with isolated thunderstorm and lightning over Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Chandigarh and Punjab tomorrow. The festival of Navaratri began with religious fervour across the country and abroad today. The Durgashtami festival is also called Shardiya Navratra as it falls in the autumn season. In Gujarat, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh and other northern states, the festival is celebrated with zeal and religious fervour. In Gujarat, it is particularly celebrated with Ras Garba, the folk dance of the state. Our Ahmedabad correspondent reports that all cities in the state have geared up for the Ras Garba celebrations.
On the first day of the Shardiya Navratra, huge rush of devotees was seen at all Shakti Peeths in the state, including the most revered Ambaji temple and Mahakali temple in Pavagadh. The cities have adorned a festive look with offices, societies, shops and social clubs decorated and illuminated with colourful lights. All the party venues in the cities are once again vibrating with energetic beats of Garba. Khelias donning traditional attires are reaching party venues to play Garba. The 9-day-long festival marks the worshipping of 9 incarnations of Goddess Durga. With Aparna Khund's report from Ahmedabad, Tripti Srivastav, Akashvani News.
In ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, chasing the target of 285 runs set by Afghanistan, England were 190 for 8 in 37.2 overs in New Delhi when reports last came in. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. More than 900 Indians brought back home from war-torn Israel. Government says flight to continue till everyone willing to come back is evacuated. Israel declares its northern border with Lebanon a closed military zone as deadly clashes with Hezbollah terror group intensify. Parliamentary speakers of G20 countries stress on responsible development of artificial intelligence and data security. IMD says wet spell likely to continue over northwest India for the next 2 days. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, Afghanistan set a target of 285 runs for England in Delhi. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.